What's going on, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? It's your boy C-Dub coming at you with his Schmoedown reaction. It's been a pretty long day for me, so I'm recording this at almost 12:30 at night, so I'm a little tired. But today we got Mark, the android Andreyko, taking on the Crusher herself, Rachel Cushing. I got Cushing in this match, but it's going to be a fantastic battle. Let's do this.
Well, what do we have here?
Wow. Hello, outlaw.
Don't give me that hello outlaw crap. You've been ducking me for far too long, Riley.
Oh, ducking you? Hardly, dude. I'll take you on Schmoedown any day of the week, any time.
Any day, any time?
Any day, any time. And Roka, just like last time.
Well, why don't you put your money where your mouth is? I owe you for that one.
Oh, yeah, you want a Schmoedown?
Oh, I want a Schmoedown right now.
Oh, you want a Schmoedown right now?
I want a Schmoedown right now, Riley.
Well, then draw.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. And if you think these two take movie trivia seriously, you should take the fans into consideration. Y'all have been begging for your shot at the movie trivia Schmoedown, and now you get your opportunity. We are proud to introduce the movie trivia Schmoedown app.
Get it to Android as soon as possible so I can download it.
Fans will be able to play all trivia modes and compete against your favorite competitors, join a league, or play a friend one-on-one. After you accrue enough points, you can unlock the Inner Geekdom division and play in another format. Find some fans from all over the world, climb up the rankings, deem a champion, challenge a champion, but make sure you've earned it. We're so excited for y'all to finally get your chance to play the movie trivia Schmoedown. This app is for all you movie trivia fans who have ever said,
I totally knew that.
how'd you miss that? It's for everybody. Make sure you guys download it right now on iTunes for a one-time fee of just $3.99. And make sure you request to join the Movie Trivia Facebook page. And then one day, maybe you can challenge the likes of a Roka, a Riley, maybe even your old pal, Baby Carrots. I'll be your Huckleberry. It's Schmoedown time.
Bring it to Android.
We've had a great couple of matches so far, and another one here today. Ken Knapsack.
I'm happy to be here. It's, some people say there's way too much Ken Knapsack here. I think it's just enough, because I'm glad to be here for a first-round competition in this tournament.
Absolutely, Ken. We've had a lot of matches so far. I mean, and you got the Lions Den once again. Jeff Snyder coming off a big win against mighty Matt Nost, a lot closer than people thought it was going to be. And then how about the most recent match here with Bibiani getting knocked out there, no, not knocked out, but losing to Sam Levine. Upsets here so far have been going down, and we see Andreyko versus Cushing. This is one that, Andreyko is the higher-ranked competitor at 2-1, but Rachel Cushing right now is a clear favorite for Rookie of the Year. You know Rachel pretty well.
I know her very well. My partner in the Nerds Watch, even though that's maybe up in doubt to a lot of people out there, I still really support it. I'll be a non-biased announcer here, of course, but I've seen her skill up close. I know what she can do. I know what she knows. It's all about finding that calm, finding that zen under the big lights.
Well, after the Nerds Watch, and you had made that announcement kind of that you still haven't really given us an answer as far as what you were doing, but we knew that Rachel's going into, she's going to wait for that Inner Geekdom match is going to come up, but she wanted to kind of be on her own and see what she can do. She got Jay Washington, who's been pursuing her to try to get part of the Misfits. She's got to make your decision. She's got a lot on her mind. So the question is, how much of that is going to play into this? Because Andreyko, cool, calm, and collected right now. He played great in the team tournament. He was really solid. Some would say that maybe Burnett had the rough matches because Andreyko played great.
Andreyko is the android for a reason. You said it. Calm, cool, collected. I've seen this guy fighting. I've seen this guy answering trivia questions no matter what it does. I've seen him conversations around the break room table. He remains calm, collected, but always with passion behind it. So I'm very interested. This matchup, it's a flip a coin for me.
Well, I'm interested to see what these two competitors had to say about one another, and we're going to find out right now.
Cushing!
I don't know why Rachel Cushing is even playing you today.
Diversity?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, look, all she knows is, like, how to train your dragon questions. She should try to, like, be better at trivia. That's what she should try to do.
So if I've learned anything about the Schmoedown over the last 9 months, it's that anything can happen in the Schmoedown. And suddenly I find myself as a ranked contender in this singles tournament. I am so excited, a little nervous, but this is a proving ground for me. Ken has been my partner in the Nerds Watch. He's been behind me this whole way. I know he's still behind me, but I'm on my own today. I'm standing on my own 2 feet. Inner geekdom's my thing, but this is a broader thing. This is where I prove myself.
I've seen this Rachel Cushing, Rachel Cushing. I've seen her compete once. That's all I know about her. So
Whoopee Cushion.
yeah, I don't know anything about her. She's blonde. She's pretty. I hear she's smart. So hopefully
Knows
it'll be a
about
good match.
flying dragons.
And she knows about dragons.
That's about it.
I'm not gonna lie, Andreyko is a strong person in this league. Like, I will not underestimate him. But he plays for that, faction that will not be named. And I'm not gonna have anything to do with them, and I'm gonna do my best to take them down. And if that means taking Andreyko down, the android, the guy with no heart, you got it.
Well, Rachel, the time has come, and I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to destroy you. But because my mom raised me right, I'm gonna do it the gentlest, most gracious way possible. But you're going down. Sorry.
Mark, I do admire you as a player. I don't admire you for being in that team and that faction, so I'm going to take you down, question by question, round by round. I'm going to do this my way, I'm going to work my ass off, and I'm going to beat you.
Rachel, less dragon trivia and more regular trivia. And bottom line, you're a loser.
Cushing!
Andreyko is starting to make a little bit of a spin there and saying, pretending like he didn't know who Rachel Cushing was, and then Dagnino saying all she knows is about dragons, and then you have Rachel who's saying that it was nice the fact that she had been with you, but it's time for her to be on her own, and she doesn't like the fact that Andreyko's running around with the Lions. Then she clearly has a disdain for that faction. There's a little bit of that blood starting to boil here on both.
Hey, competition brings out this kind of stuff. You put a sword in a person's hand and a beast awakens. You know what I mean? That has to do with Dragon's Tongue.
All right, why don't you give me the tale of the tape?
All right, with Mark the Android Andreyko, he has a lot of strengths. Comic book movies is definitely one of his strengths. He is in that industry. He knows it very well. 2000s. Also, he's a big fan of Henry Cavill documentaries. If we have any questions about that, then Rachel Cushing, fantasy, sci-fi, Oscars, directors. There's a lot of things she knows. That I can tell you.
All right, well, I'm ready to get going. How about you?
I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia! 3 rounds in the Ultimate Schmoedown Singles Division. Introducing first, representing the Nerds Watch, with a record of 1 win, no defeats, she is Rachel the Crusher Cushing!
Little Terminator action.
Yeah, she did that against that was her music.
Linda
She came out against Nick
Hamilton.
Scarpino and won, and then who she got
Got some
there?
pictures of
Can't see it.
some droid type of action. She's crunching and crushing androids.
Android. She's crushing androids. I
Any
love
android.
it. Keep the music going there. Yeah, they're crushing
Good. And that is a look at that. And then I see she's got her
The
hand.
last android.
Picture of Mark Andreyko.
Andreyko was the last android for
She
her.
is going to crush Andreyko is what we're saying in this picture.
There you go.
Look at
And
that.
she did it.
All right.
Just crushing a whole bunch of androids and showing that Mark Andreyko will be the last android that she crushes today.
Yes.
All right. And her opponent.
Have a little bruise.
Representing the Lion's Den
At least.
with a record
Don't come in six
of
hours.
2 wins,
So it's pretty fresh.
1 defeat. Mark the Android and
Now you see the trouble.
Who's there? The Lion's Den. Snyder here. Yeah, Jack, you know what happened to champion Snyder coming off a big win, by the way.
Where's the queen of the jungle?
She's not here right now, but
Queen of the jungle out there.
Oh, it's a handshake.
Okay,
See,
you know.
he throws you off sometimes.
You know, I know it in his heart he's a
No, it's
gentleman.
He is.
Snyder, I'm not so sure of.
Snyder just looks.
No.
Snyder's all about him. He's showing up his belt. Snyder's all about his belt. Look at him. Well, the Lions.
Sweet belt, loser.
Yeah. Your sweet face. What's your record, you rotten animal? Get the hell out of here. Worthless.
Wow.
Worthless. It's not raining in here. You're not in the desert, you putz. All right. Here we go. So it is
Lawrence
time.
of Suburbia over here.
He can really get you going.
He can.
All right, he's a moron. All right, here we go, guys. It is time for the first round here between Mark the Android Andreyko and Rachel the Crusher Cushing. First round, gonna work like this. 8 questions in round 1 worth 1 point apiece, 15 seconds to answer the question. The competitors will write their answers on the whiteboard, show it to the camera, and say it at the same time when it is their turn. Don't forget about the JTE rule. Do not forget about the challenge rule. If you need those to be explained, ask us. We will explain them to you. But if not, Mark the Android Andreyko, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Rachel the Crusher Cushing, are you ready?
Let's go, kittens.
Oh, then let's get ready to
Schmoedown!
All right, here we go. Starting off here, category 1 is animated. What was the name of the piggy bank in the Toy Story films? You've never seen a toy. Oh, yeah.
No, I've never seen a piggy bank because I don't have a lot of money.
Oh, no?
Yeah. No, not doing
He
well.
was kind of crying.
Yeah, well, I'm going to need to get a job greeting.
Fine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Mark.
It's wrong. Wilbur?
That's incorrect. Rachel.
Porky.
Looking for ham.
Yeah.
Ham was the answer. All right, so no one scores up top. All right, Ken.
All right, question 2, Question 2, category is comedies. Who plays the mother that wants to adopt Juno's baby in the film Juno?
Do Juno?
Juno?
Who's waiting for that?
What?
I thought it was good.
I think Copster.
Copster's an angry little. He's actually pretty happy today.
Yeah, he is.
5,
Jennifer Garner.
3 for 5 years. 2, 1. Pens down, please. Back to Mark Andreyko.
Jennifer Garner?
That's correct. Rachel.
Jennifer Garner.
All right, 1-1. 1-1. All right, next question here. Category of dramas. Who directed the 1984 sports drama, The Natural?
People say I'm a natural at eating soft tacos.
I would say 7-Eleven food.
That's true, too.
And the laughs. 5 and set.
Definitely.
4, 3, 2, 1. Rachel.
Robert
Levinson?
Redford.
Correct. Mark.
Oh, Robert Redford.
Wow. Nice hold there by Rachel Cushing. 2-1. Crusher hitting a big one. All right. Next question.
Question 4, category is horror thriller. Horror thriller. What is the name of Woody Harrelson's character in the horror comedy Zombieland?
Rachel Cushing hitting that board quick. Draco's thinking about it. I believe this is the second question that Draco's ever had about
Tallahassee.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And goes back to Mark Andreyko.
Alabama.
Incorrect. All right, Rachel.
Tallahassee?
That's correct. There you go. Next question here. Category of famous actors and actresses. Who was the lead actress in the rom-com 27 Dresses? How many?
What? Ask your question. That's probably good.
Yeah, you cut me off.
Yeah.
That's fine. 5, 4,
Catherine Heigl.
2, 1. Rachel.
Catherine Heigl.
Correct. Mark Andreyko.
Catherine Heigl.
There you go.
All right, guys. 4-2 the score. 4-2 the score. Question 6. Category is action adventure. Action adventure in The Boondock Saints. Who plays FBI agent Paul Smecker, who was assigned to the murders linked to the McManus brothers? Smecker makes me think of Smucker's jelly.
Smucker's jelly.
Yeah, you're a sick man. You know.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pens down, Mark Andreyko.
Willem Dafoe.
That is correct, Rachel.
Willem Dafoe.
There you go. Cushing having a hell of a game here. Andreyko's fighting back. 5-3.
Keep him pace.
Crowd's starting to come in here, starting to wake up. All right, here we go.
Because of Sean Patrick Flanery.
Next
Never
category.
seen Boondock
Fantasy
Saints.
sci-fi. In Terminator Salvation, who played Marcus Wright, a human/Terminator hybrid experiment? Who was that dastardly dude?
Yeah. Saw this one in the theaters.
Did you?
Yeah.
And you wish you didn't.
Well, you know, I don't go out much. And,
Yeah, that was the one you had to pay money for.
It
You were sad.
was a regret.
5,
Sam Worthington.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Mark.
It's wrong. Jai Courtney.
That's incorrect. And Rachel.
Sam Worthington.
That's correct. 3-point lead here. 3-point lead for Rachel Cushing, starting to take a nice little lead on the Android as we get into the final question.
To be fair, Worthington and Courtney made in the same factory.
yeah,
So it's,
yeah.
All right, final question. Oscar movies. Sissy Spacek received her only Academy Award win for Best Actress in what film?
Cushing here with a 3-point lead. And Draco needs to at least get a point here to keep it
keep
within
pace.
3 if Cushing even hits it.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
Coal miner's
please.
daughter.
And Mark Andreyko.
Coal miner's daughter.
That's correct. Rachel.
Coal miner's daughter.
There you go. So, wow, Rachel Cushing, 7 of 8 in the first round. That's one of her best first rounds. She is playing a spectacular game here. And we get into round number 2. Works like this. The wheel's going to come out, and the competitors are going to spin the wheel. If it lands on a category that they don't like the first time around, they can spin again, unless, of course, it lands on opponent's choice. Then they have to take whatever their opponent chooses for them. 2 points apiece. Unless you go to multiple choice, then it is worth 1 point. You can steal from your opponent in this round. So, round number 2, Rachel, you're up by 3. Would you like to go first or second?
First.
There you go, Rachel. Please give it a good spin.
That is a nerd watch strategy,
All right,
too.
spin
with
the wheel.
pressure on.
Yep.
A good T1000 spin there. Spin is in, spin is in, and it is
Animated.
so close.
Animated. Rachel, do you want to stick with animated or do you want to spin again?
Spin again.
The crowd's yelling at her. Half the crowd's telling her to keep it. Half the crowd's
Spin
telling her
again.
We are going to need an answer.
And if you don't give us an answer in 5, you're going to have to take it.
I'm going to spin again.
Spin again. Risky move here by
Risky.
Rachel. But spinning away with a
We've had some of those in the Nerds Watch where we've spun again and it's worked out, Christian. So let's see
Getting
what
away
we
from
have
the ball.
going
And
here.
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock.
That's
All right.
a lot of garbage.
All right, Sandra Bullock, here you go. 4 questions in Sandra Bullock. Okay. All right, Rachel, question 1. In what film does Sandra Bullock romance Chris O'Donnell during World War I? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, In Love and War, B, Wrestling Ernest Hemingway, C, In Good Company, D, All Quiet on the Western Front?
In Love and War.
For 1 point. That's correct.
That's another awful movie.
All right. In what film does Bullock play a homicide detective hunting down Ryan Gosling and Michael Pitt?
Oh.
5,
Shit.
4, 3.
Damn, I have to go multiple
2.
choice.
Multiple choice.
A, A Time to Kill. B, Murder by Numbers. C, Gunshot.
Murder by
D,
Numbers.
Two If by C.
Murder by Numbers.
For 1 point.
Correct.
There we go. Comedian and friend of the show, Adam Ray, plays the bad guy in what buddy cop movie starring Sandra Bullock?
The Heat?
The
That's
Heat?
correct. 2 points. Rachel Cushing. Is that last one? Last one. Last question. Who plays Sandra Bullock's father in The Divine Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood?
I'd have to go multiple choice.
4.
James Garner?
2 points for Rachel.
Good pull, Rachel.
Those were all a big pull. She had 2 2-pointers, 2 1-pointers. That was a great round for the Crusher. Andreyko needs to have a big round here, round 2, to catch up. And time to spin. There's the spin. There you go.
All right, we'll allow. He's the Android.
He You knew it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, he got crime movies. Crime movies. Do you want to stick with it or do you want to spin again?
I'm going to spin again.
Spin again. Here's a spin again.
Look at that spin.
That's
Big
a much
spin
better
from
spin this time
Andreyko.
around. What's he going to do? Uh-oh. He's going around from it.
Spin
And
around.
Oscar movies. Oscar movies. All right, so now Oscar movies for the Android here.
That's a
nice
crusher
round.
category.
4 questions in the category of Oscar movies. Don't forget you have multiple choice. Actor Jack Lemmon won his sole Best Actor Oscar for which film?
I know it's
Multiple choice.
A. The Apartment. B. The China Syndrome. C. Save the Tiger. D. Some
like it hot.
The Apartment.
Incorrect.
Rachel for the steal.
Can I hear the options again?
I'd say
Absolutely.
some like
It is
it hot.
A. The Apartment. B. The China Syndrome. C. Save the Tiger. D. Some like it hot.
Save the Tiger?
That's correct
1
for a
point
point.
for Rachel
Steal.
Cushing.
Question 2. Whoopi Goldberg won an Academy Award for what film?
Ghost.
Ghost.
That's correct. 2
There you go.
points.
2 points for Mark Andreyko.
All right. We have your third question. Who was the first African American to be nominated for the Best Director Academy Award?
John Singleton.
That's correct. 2
2
more
points.
points.
Really nice.
All right. Final question in this round for you, Mark. For what movie did Steven Soderbergh receive his Best Director
Crash.
Oscar?
Traffic.
That's
2
correct.
points.
Oh,
Fighting
traffic
back the
stop.
Android here. 14-10. 14-10. Android has a nice round
Range
here. Just
right
missed the
there.
first one, but he was able to get within 4 as we go into round number 3. Works like this. They are going to be 3 numbers from 1 to 20. First one's worth 2. Second one is 3. Third one is worth 5 points. All right, you have 15 seconds to answer the question. Neither one of the competitors have used the JTE rule
That's
yet.
correct.
All right, so we have Rachel Cushing. Please pick 3 numbers from 1 to 20.
8 to 19.
8, 2, and 19 for the Crusher. And Mark Andreyko,
4, 7, and 13.
4, 7, and 13 for Mark Andreyko. He is down 4. He is going to go first to try to avoid the TKO.
All right.
Here we go. Mark Andreyko is up first to try to avoid the TKO.
All right, you're down 10 to 14. You chose the number 4 for your 2-point question. That category is horror thriller. Horror thriller. 2-point question. Name the hotel featured in The Shining.
The Overlook.
That's correct. 2 points there. All right. You chose, your next one is number 7. This would put you in the lead. 3-point question category number 7 is 70s, 1970s. In which film will you find Gene Hackman playing Detective Popeye Doyle?
The French Connection.
For 3 points.
3
All right,
points
so
takes
now
the lead.
we bounce back to Rachel Cushing, who needs to hit this 2-pointer to jump it back to Andreyko, forcing him to go to the 5. Here you go, Rachel. All right, Rachel, for your 2-point, you have famous actors and actresses. In 2015, Donald Gleason played a major role in 4 films.
Star Wars:
Name
The Force
one of them.
Awakens.
Ex Machina?
That's correct. You would have chosen Ex Machina, Brooklyn, The Force Awakens, or The Revenant. All right, so now it goes back to Mark Andreyko for his 5-pointer, which he needs to hit in order to keep himself in the game.
All right, Mark, you chose the number 13. That category is Westerns. Westerns. Category is Westerns. Your 5-point question. Russell Crowe portrays gang leader Ben Wade in the 2007 remake of 3:10 to Yuma. Who portrayed the same character in the original 1957 film?
John Wayne.
5.
Repeat the question.
Russell Crowe portrays gang leader Ben Wade in the 2007 remake of 3:10 to Yuma. Who portrayed the same character in the original 1957 film?
I'd say John Wayne, but I have no fucking
5,
idea.
4, 3,
Alan Ladd.
and your winner! Rachel, the Crusher, Cushing! The answer was Glenn Ford. Cushing advancing to the next round. She will play against the winner of Mark Ellis and Stacey Howard. My goodness, what a match there. Lions Den, one person goes forward and Jeff Snyder. Now one is out with Mark Andreyko. Okay, so here we go. We're going to talk to Emma Fife, who's going to be sitting with both Rachel Cushing and the android. Here we go.
What is up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? Emma Fife here with, I am delighted to say, the victorious Rachel the Crusher Cushing. This is a woman who is on fire. Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you. I will admit it was a win I really felt I needed, and it feels really good to have pulled it out.
I mean, because we all know, Rachel, that you are one of the most capable players in this league, and I think that sometimes you just... Hi, Jay.
I am so happy for you. Congratulations.
Thank
we
you.
talked about this. You said you can do it. And you did. And it's wonderful. And now you get to go on to play the winner of Stacey Howard versus Mark Ellis, who we already know is going to crush baby carrots. Then everybody wins. We all win. It's a beautiful thing. The whole family wins. We have a blast. Look, I'm happy for you. We'll celebrate after this. Finish the interview, have a great time, enjoy this. We'll talk about everything else later, okay?
Okay.
Take care, bye-bye.
Okay, I'm not entirely sure what that was all about. Do you care to comment, Rachel?
That's just Jay being Jay. Look, I have not said yes to anything. You know, Ken and I are still figuring our stuff out, so... Jay's a sweetheart. I do love those girls, but yeah, no, I have not made any decisions
I think
yet.
Jay's also one to misinterpret conversations in his own favor. But anyway, back to your incredible performance in this match, Rachel. So you spun Sandra Bullock movies in round 2, which is not necessarily a strength of yours.
It could have gone either way. She has made some not great movies. I love you, Sandy, but there could have been some deep cuts, and I was lucky that at least I had seen all of the movies that I'd been asked about, had to go to multiple choice, but once I did, I was confident in my answers.
Absolutely. You stayed alive in there, and then big steal right off the bat against Mark Andreyko.
When he spun Oscar movies, I was like, and he's going to close the gap. Look, I have nothing, well, I don't have nothing negative to say about Mark Andreyko, but he's a solid player and a great competitor, and when he spun that, I was like, you know, this is a match, and it was. It was a great match.
Absolutely. Even though he is running around with the Despicable Kittens Club, you can't deny that Mark Andreyko is a very strong competitor in this league, which makes it all the more amazing that you beat him.
It feels good. I won't lie. It feels good.
So you're going to be taking on whoever wins the Mark Ellis versus Stacey Howard match.
Yeah.
Who would you like to see next?
I mean, it's hard not to say Ellis because he's like the pioneer of the league, and I love how his laid-back attitude sort of belies his trivia knowledge. But Stacey's a dark horse. I mean, her opening match against Jonathan Voico, she showed up. People don't talk about her enough. She's a friend, and I think going up against her could be a lot of fun. So
That's true. Yeah, I think the next match that you participate in is going to be a win-win situation either way. Either Mark Ellis, who again is a long-time favorite in this league, or Stacey Howard, because I like to see women competing in this league and crushing it.
You know I do.
Yourself, Rachel the Crusher Cushing, and you know I mean a win-win not in the same way that Jay Washington does. I don't think anyway. So congratulations again, Rachel. We look forward to seeing you continue to dominate this singles tournament here in the Ultimate Schmoedown. We will be right back with the defeated android Mark Andreyko. And we are back with me, Emma Fife.
You're lucky to be here today. You know that, right?
It's actually my job to be here for all
Grace,
of the
no.
matches.
Grace is usually here, but she's gallivanting around figuring out stuff for us. Okay?
Right. Sure.
Continue.
Well, thank you for allowing me to be in your presence. I can't say that I'm necessarily super thrilled about it either. However, I am super thrilled to say that Mark Andreyko, you just didn't quite win this match today.
What kind of question was that 5-point question? Henry Ford?
That was a
discovering cars.
That was a legitimate 5-point question. Also, there have been several Fords who've been quite famous within westerns, so it was a 5-point question. All right.
Yeah, he paid for the Oscar, obviously.
He did not pay for the Oscar, so.
He didn't even win it. I don't even know if he won it. Who cares? That was a terrible thing.
Okay. Speaking of Oscars, Mark Andreyko, you did spin Oscars in the second round, and unfortunately, Rachel managed to steal 1 point from you, but well played. You closed the gap there since she got a good lead.
You are so condescending. It's really kind of awesome. Wow.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Wow. Now I feel like I really should go full heel, Luna.
I like to see justice prevail, and that is what we saw.
Well, the fashion
Rachel
police are going to be
Cushing.
coming for you pretty soon, so justice hopefully will prevail.
Wow, awesome, great. Taking stabs at my appearance. Well,
here we go.
Listen, I'm taking stabs at your movie trivia, and last time I checked, this was a movie trivia game.
I'll play you anytime, anywhere.
Listen.
It'll be a puddle of nothing.
Hey, I'm not saying that I would do well in movie trivia. Where's
not
Grace?
saying anything, really.
Grace hasn't showed up.
You were on the Night Sisters. Called the Good Night Sisters.
Wow. Okay, fantastic. Well, anyway, Mark Andreyko, I am not sorry for your loss today. I'm very glad to see that Rachel Cushing has defeated you because Rachel is a good and honest person who is smart and kept her composure.
It sounds like a gas leak or something.
It's something called the Nerd Watch. We don't need her in this interview anyway.
Give it to me. I'll interview you. I'll interview you. Mark, what happened out there today?
It was just one of those days, you know. It's the luck of the wheel. There were a couple of 90s questions. That's a gap in cinema that I have, admittedly, because there was so much bad cinema then. And, you know, then that Oscar question, that was actually, I've heard some rumblings, that was a really hard question. That's actually what the 5-point question should be in every round. They should be consistently that hard to be a 5-point, because that was actually a really good question. Because at first when he started asking, I thought, 310 to Yuma. And then he kept talking, and I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
So that's a good, I'm not ashamed to have gotten.
Here, I don't think anybody in the crowd knew that one.
I think one guy did. One guy did.
He was like the janitor or something.
Yeah.
Well, so what's next for you? Where do you go from here?
Well, you know, I told Christian I want to be one of the question askers now that I'm knocked out of both of them. I want to contribute that way. And you know, the thing about this league is you recycle, you recircle. It's just like any sort of professional sports league. You get your chances again. And some days you have a good day, and some days you have a bad day. You just have to take them both.
You're gonna shake it off of that. I have no doubt.
Somebody from the Lions Den is going to take the championship belt off this wacko. This guy is a lunatic. He's stacking decks now. It's evident.
The deck stacker.
It's really evident. And it's becoming a big problem, and he's a nuisance, and I'm going to get rid of the guy.
You know what? Why do we need to get rid of him? Let's just get rid of ourselves. Let's get out of here. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right, look at that. Rachel Cushing, very excited. She is 2-0 now, has 2 big wins against Scarpino and the Android. That was a big win. She's talking about how she wants to, either play Ellis or Stacey Howard. It's very interesting, though, that Jay Washington once again popped his head in there.
Yeah.
And then it seemed cordial between the two of them. And it almost seemed like he was saying, well, both the people on my team are going to be playing against each other. It's a win-win, but there's been no agreement,
no
right?
contract signing.
It was confusing. Jay Washington in that interview was making it seem like it was official.
I don't know anything. Look to me, I don't know. I'm just a man in a old suit jacket.
All right, as far as Andreyko goes, 2-2, it doesn't set him back too far. I mean, that's a loss to Rachel Cushing, who has once again shown she is a powerhouse in this league. There's a lot of people out there that enjoy the Andreyko play, and he is dangerous no matter who he plays.
I have no doubt that 5-point question was tough. It is a deep cut, and that's sometimes what happens, but he hung right there. Some misfires in the first round that he might be losing some sleep over, but hey, you can't. You play the game. That's what happens.
All right, so there you go. You got Rachel Cushing awaiting the winner of Mark Ellis versus Stacey Howard. Who's she going to play? What do you guys think? Go ahead and comment and tell us exactly what you thought of today's match. Make sure that you comment. Like, a lot of matches still coming down the pike here. We are in the first round of the Ultimate Schmoedown. It's the singles. The winner gets to play me at the Spectacular for that belt. Ken Apsock, pretty good one.
That was a great one.
All right, go on over to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook page. Check out the Schmoedown Rundown every Saturday on the SK Plus channel. They break down everything. Aaron, Brian, and Frank really bringing it for you guys. Thank you guys so much.
All right, this is it. This is your post-match breakdown where Rachel Cushing was victorious over Mark Andreyko by a score of 16-15. And let's just get right into it. This first round from Mark Andreyko, not what he needed to do. He fell victim to one of his cold spells once again, earning just 4 points. Could never get into a real rhythm. But it was Rachel Cushing. We talked about it in the pre-match. Can she do something she has never done before? Can she throw up a high number that she's never done? She did that with 7 points for the first time in her career. It It was an amazing performance, and that's the kind of momentum she needed to ride into the second round, which is what she did, where she went 4 for 4, ultimately ended up earning 7 points to Andreyko's 6. She rode a 14 to 10 lead into that final round with all the pressure on Andreyko to run the table. Questions 1, 2, and 3 for a total of 10 points. He could not do it. For the first time, he misses a question in the third round, just getting the 2 and a 3-pointer, could not get the 5-pointer. Rachel didn't have to do much, just needed to answer the 2-pointer, and she did that. She got the victory. In the end, she threw up one of the greatest performances of all time. This performance in the singles tournament is ranked second all time by answering 93% of her questions. And in the grand scheme of things, for performances of all time, it ranks at number 6, just behind McWeeny, who defeated Kalinowski, Merle a couple times, Mark Ellis, as well as the infamous Bibiani match against Andreyko. Nonetheless, it was quite a performance for the ages. Remains to be seen, can she keep up this performance as she heads into the second round, awaiting the winner of Mark Ellis and Stacey Howard. Okay, and if you want more breakdowns and analysis, be sure to check out the Schmoedown Rundown podcast every Saturday in the SK Plus YouTube channel, as well as on the Schmoes Know podcast feed on iTunes. That is it from me. I'm Frank Janish, and this has been your Schmoedown post-match wrap-up.
Well, well. What do we have here? Facebook page, and then one day maybe you can challenge the likes of Aroka, O'Reilly.
Well, everybody, this has been another Schmoedown reaction coming from your boy C-Dub. So until next time, peace.